So we stopped at this small hotel on the way, and it's almost 12 o'clock for some idli, but they don't have anything now. So they just said I'll have to make do with a coffee. So I bought some biscuits, and we carried this tamarind rice from Bangalore. It's actually dehydrated, so it's very convenient. You just have to put some hot water into the tamarind rice, and it gets cooked, and then you can eat it. So very convenient, especially if you stop in a restaurant at a wrong time and you don't get food to eat. You can always eat this. So on the way to Rameswaram now, and we should be there in about an hour now. This is like Amitabh's scene in the movie Dawn. Guys, we have reached Rameswaram, and the first stop is the world famous Pamban bridge. So as you can see here, this is the old railway line that you can see in front, and behind that they have built a much bigger bridge and a much newer bridge that extends all the way to the island of Rameswaram. The new bridge is operational now. It was I think inaugurated about 3 to 4 months back. Earlier only the old bridge was operational, and I think that it was built in the year 1914, if I am not wrong. At that time it was one of the largest sea bridges in India. Of course now the largest sea bridge is the Worli Sea Link, which is in Bombay. But then here we are, Pamban bridge. Then we'll proceed on to the next stop. Probably we will stop there in near where that gate opens of the Pamban bridge. So guys, parking here is a little bit of a problem, so you will have to park before you enter the Pamban bridge. There is actually a nice children's park, and we parked the car over there. You just have to pay some 30 rupees or something. You can park the car there and then walk over the bridge. So here now you can very clearly see the way the two bridges have been constructed. The old bridge, which is in the front and which looks quite rusty, used to open up on both sides, and it used to draw up from both sides. Whereas the new bridge that you see behind it, actually it's a vertical lift bridge. So it vertically lifts to the top, and you can see the strings over there. You see the strings. So they will lift the bridge to the top, and then the bridge will stand there till the ships pass by. And of course I am standing on a much higher level here on this Pamban roadway bridge, and the ships can easily pass underneath me. So that is not a problem. So for only the train line has not been built at such a high level. It has been built almost like a little bit above sea level. So that's the reason these two bridges have to draw up and let the ships pass. So what a beautiful construction, and this is a new bridge, guys, and very newly constructed. And I just walked up this driving bridge in order to take some shots of this beautiful structure. So this is where the old Pamban bridge and the new Pamban bridge, the routes, they are different. So you can see that the old Pamban bridge, the railway line has been dismantled, and it has been joined to the new Pamban bridge. the turquoise green waters. I never expected that the waters will be this color here in Rameswaram. Wow, this is like almost like Maldives. I am now standing on top of the lighthouse that is right in the middle of Dhanushkodi. On the left side, what you see is the Bay of Bengal, and on the right is the Indian Ocean. You can even see the difference in color between the two places. So on the left you can see a much more turquoise color of the Bay of Bengal, and on the right it's much more lighter, and the waves are also much higher. So this is in the right in the middle of Dhanushkodi. If you go straight ahead, you can actually see the confluence of the two oceans, the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. And on a clear day, they say that from this lighthouse you can even see Sri Lanka. So that is a whole advantage of actually coming up to this higher level. And boss, this is almost like a drone view, a next level drone view. This is what a drone would see when you fly the drone on the top. So this structure is about 16 stories high. So we have come to this temple called the Rama temple. So what is the history behind this temple is that this is the place, actual place where Rama made plans to attack Lanka along with his Vanar Sena. This is also the place where Vibhishan, who was disgusted with his brother that he was going to war with Ram for having kidnapped his wife, he actually came over to Ram's side, and then he asked Ram whether he could join him. All the Vanars were dead against that because they thought that nobody can trust Ravana's brother, especially who is an Asura. But Hanuman, who had actually gone to Lanka to set fire to it some time back, he came and told Ram that Vibhishan had actually helped him by asking his brother not to kill him because he was only a messenger. Vibhishan's sister, incidentally, Trijata, was also a person who actually convinced Sita not to end her life because she told her that Ram is going to come back and save her. So that is the reason why Ram actually believed Hanuman, and he invited Vibhishan over to his side, and that is the whole story behind how Vibhishan entered Ram's side at this very place called the Rama temple. After the war, when the war had ended, Vibhishan also told Ram to destroy the Ram Setu that he had constructed so that nobody from mainland India can attack Lanka again. This temple also happens to be the place where Ram crowned Vibhishan the next king of Lanka after the war ended. So this temple is holds a very significant place in the Ramayana, and we are standing here as the evening sun is setting with a beautiful sight of the Bay of Bengal behind us and Dhanushkodi, This temple is in Dhanushkodi, guys. So you have to visit this temple if you are a Ramayana fan, because it's not very far from Rameswaram. So here, very close to the Rama temple, is this place where they are saying that there are rocks that have been recovered from the sea, which are actually part of Ram Setu. So these are some rocks which are floating on the water, and they are saying that it is part of the Ram Setu that was recovered from the sea. Incidentally, the Ram Setu disappeared when the huge cyclone hit Dhanushkodi in 1964. It dipped right into the sea, and now there aren't any stones that are out there. So this is the stone that they are saying was recovered from there. Although you may wish to believe it or not, depends on you. So, but there is a lot of people over here who are Ram Bhakts, who have that belief, and they are all standing in queue to touch that stone. So we woke up early in the morning today, and we are driving to see the sunrise happening in Dhanushkodi. So we are on the road that leads all the way to the tip of Dhanushkodi right now. We're just passing the lighthouse. Today at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, we came here to this tip of the place called Dhanushkodi. Dhanushkodi is actually a single stretch of land right from Rameswaram to the tip of the sea, and when it ends, actually there's a nice circle that forms at the end of the whole stretch of Dhanushkodi. There is a lighthouse in the middle of this stretch where a lot of people go up to get an aerial view. But guys, I have been lucky to actually take a lot of drone shots in this area, and I have been able to fly the drone quite high and take a 360-degree view of the whole place in Dhanushkodi, which was really magnificent. In the year 1964, a huge cyclone hit this place, this Dhanushkodi, and what you see here is all the remnants of the destruction that the cyclone caused. Guys, around 1800 people actually perished in the cyclone. Since then, the government of India has not permitted any of the villagers to settle down here. That's why Dhanushkodi is today very much a place which is devoid of any settlements. So we don't have anybody living here. So we just have people coming to visit. In the Panchmukhi form, Lord Hanuman has 5 faces of Narsimha, Hanuman, Garuda, Varaha and Hayagriha. During the Ramayana war, Hanuman had to take this form to defeat a demon called Ahiravana. Ahiravana was an asura from Patal Lok. Hanuman took this form so that he can extinguish 5 different candles in different directions, which would eventually kill Ahiravana.
Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajaman Haran Bhava Bhayadarunam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
There are three Theerthams in this area, the Ramar Theertham, the Sita Theertham and the Lakshman Theertham. And of course there is also the Agnitheertha. So I am right now standing in the Rama Theertham, and this is where Rama came to have a dip in order to absolve himself of the sins of having told a lie.
Kandar paganita amita chavi navanil mirada sundaram patapita manahu tadita truchi shuchi nomi janaka sutavaram Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Vajudina bandhu dinesha danavadaitya vanshani kandanam Raghunanda ananda kanda koshala chanda dasharatha nandanam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
So I just came out of the temple that is adjacent to Lakshman Theertham. So Lakshman Theertha or the Lakshman Kund is here on my left, and I just came out of this temple, and Lakshman has actually consecrated a shivling inside in order to pray and atone for his sins. So that is the significance of this Lakshman Kund, where he is atoning for the sins that he has committed in his life. A nice corridor of pillars has been constructed inside, which is of much shorter length than what you see in the Ramanathaswamy temple.
Kundala tilaka charu daru anga vibhushanam ajalu bhuja shara chapadhara sangrama chita khara dushanam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
In between the sea, there is a well over here, and I actually tasted the water from this well, and it's very sweet. It's a miracle that in between all this salt water, there is a sweet water well over here. This is called Viloondi Theertham, guys, where Rama actually pierced the arrow through the sea and he got fresh water out of the ground. And this was to quench the thirst of the Vanars. There is actually a conflicting story behind this. Some books say that it's to quench the Vanars' thirst, but there is a board over here which says that it was to quench Sita's thirst. Anyway, this is Viloondi Theertham, and this is the well from where you get fresh water.
Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhare Barnau Raghubar Bimal Jaso Jo Dayak Phal Chari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumera Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Deho Mohi Haraho Kales Bekar Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapis Tehu Lok Ujagar Ram Doot Atulit Bal Dhama Anjani Putra Pavan Sutnama Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi Kumti Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchan Baran Biraj Subesa Kanan Kundal Kunchit Kesa Haath Vajra Aur Dhwaja Biraje
Guys, this is the Gandhamadan Parvatam or Gandhamadan Parvatam, and this is the temple where the Rama Padam is located. So this temple has a very historical significance in the Ramayana. This is the place from where Hanuman took the giant leap to reach Lanka in order to search for Sita. This is also the temple where Rama actually made his plans to attack Lanka, where he made plans to lay the Setu, the Ram Setu on the sea and go to Lanka. So that is the reason why a lot of devotees actually come here, and they consider this as holy as the Kailash Parvat. So guys, Gandhamadan Parvatam, or the Ramar Padam. There is a, if you go into the temple here, you will see the footprints of Lord Ram in the center, and that is where all the people are praying there, and then they come out. So this is also a very located on a quite a higher level as compared to other places in Rameswaram, and that is the reason Ram could actually look at Lanka and make his plans when before he attacked Lanka and went in search of Sita. I am standing in front of the Ramanathaswamy temple in Rameswaram. This is one of the temples of the Chardham. Ramanathaswamy temple, Dwarkadish, the Jagannath Puri, as well as Gangotri. These are the four dhams that a Hindu usually visits during his lifetime. So we have come to this temple, and this is the first of the Chardhams that we are visiting.
Dhim 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 chanuta tillana kadridadim topradadim takidadim tanadim 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 tadim 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 tillana dhim 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 chanuta tillana kadridadim topradadim takidadim tanadim 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 tadim 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 tillana dhim 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 chanuta tillana.
So we went into the Ramanathaswamy temple and we came out, and since we couldn't take any pictures inside, I can give you a short overview of what we saw there. Actually, there are three different kinds of darshan that you can do inside the Ramanathaswamy temple. One is the free one, then there is a 100 rupee darshan, and there is a 200 rupee darshan. So we took the 200 rupee darshan thinking that it will be fast, but actually it took about 2 hours to stand in the line and go and do the darshan and come out. So you do the darshan of the Jyotirling that is inside the temple, the actual Shivling which Ram had created out of sand, which then turned into stone. And after that, usually all the people, they just come out of the temple after doing the darshan, but we went in search of the Vishwalingam, which is the lingam that Hanuman procured from the Himalayas, and they have kept that also inside the temple. So on taking directions from the different priests and the policemen, we could actually locate that particular lingam, which was very close to the east gate. So we went there and we did the darshan of that lingam. There was nobody there. And then we again came out through the west gate through which we had entered the temple in the first place. So it was a very good darshan, and just wanted to give you a short heads up about what you can expect inside the Ramanathaswamy temple. So there are two versions to the story behind how the Shivling got into the Ramanathaswamy temple and the reason for constructing the temple. Agastya the sage advised Rama to consecrate a lingam and pray to Shiva as he was about to kill Ravana, who was a Brahmin. Hanuman went north to get a lingam. By the time he returned, it was late and Rama had consecrated a lingam out of sand. The Vanars were eating prasad as Hanuman stood there with a quartz lingam he had gotten from Shiva himself. Hanuman, however, understood why Rama had decided to build a lingam himself. As the Vanars were hungry and Hanuman was late, Rama, sensing Hanuman's anger, consoled him, saying, in years to come, people would worship the quartz lingam bought by Hanuman before worshipping the one Rama had built. That is the reason they say that you should worship the Hanuman lingam first before you go and worship the main lingam inside the Ramanathaswamy temple. And the second version is that Rama, after having come back from Lanka, after having killed Ravana, at that time he wanted to pray to Shiva to atone for the sins of having killed a Brahmin.
Kandar paganita amita